Welcome back to Lost in Space in Space Engineers, and this is Pixie Rain, and we are back at it again. So this episode we are going to let's see here. We still have the distress beacon to do, but I think getting started. Hey, thanks for watching. Getting started with our getting this base set up is going to be what we're going to be doing today. Right now, looks like there's one battery there. I'm going to guess there's probably another battery over here. Let's see. Can't really see it because of this, but I bet you it's right in there. So what I'm thinking is, since these are elevated up, we'll get a platform drawn up down below. And then we'll put merge blocks in place so that when it so that we can convert to ship this entire upper area back down to convert it. Yeah, convert it to ship. We'll drop it down, and that'll include the large cargo container. I think we'll just do like a whole layer of stuff here, and then just drop it down on top of the base platform, and then it'll lock down, and that should merge those batteries without us having to do anything crazy. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case, at least, because sometimes these things get kind of weird. So let's hope. I'm going to go ahead and clear some of these things out of here. I want to get this bottom part clear and ready to put down. Let's see here. I want to see, let's see, that's local grid alignment. I don't want to do local grid, I want to do gravity. So let's go with gravity aligned, yeah. Okay, so that's gravity aligned right there. Yeah. So what I am thinking is, if I can line this up so it's relatively straight. Yeah. Alright, so that's relatively straight. What the hell are you shooting at, dude? Do I got weapons? I don't have a weapon. How do I not have a weapon? And what was the gat shooting at? That's what I want to know. I mean, we haven't seen anything so far. That's why I'm wondering what... So there was something out that way he was shooting at. What in the hell are you shooting at? Okay, so there must be some sort of animal life on this planet somewhere, so I better be thinking about a weapon. Because I don't want to get stuck with my... get where I don't have anything to defend myself. So, yep, time to get some production in play. I don't know if I got any materials to do that with, so let's get in the survival kit and let's see about getting a pistol. I mean, it's not great, but it's better than nothing. I got a meteor storm inbound, so that's going to probably lighten things up a bit. Yeah, I always feel better once I get myself situated. Organics? Oh, good gravy. I don't need organics. I don't know what I'd do with it. Yeah, that's kind of freaky. That kind of disturbed me a little bit because I don't want to have something sneak up on me while I'm trying to do something, and then I gotta fight with a grinder. I mean, that's just kind of crazy. All right, let's go ahead and get this cut off here. It kind of makes me feel like maybe I want to get this base built faster than I originally was planning, because there might be stuff coming, you know? I don't know. Could be kind of one of those things, guys. I'll lay out a nice little layout here. Because I want to bring this thing down. Now that I can bring down pretty much everything but that battery. I mean, if I can get... See if I can get a setup where I can bring it down right on top of a block already, that would be great. You know, maybe line it up right, I don't know. Alright, how's my weapon doing? I'm surprised this thing didn't actually give me a weapon. That's the thing that I don't understand, but that's alright. Alright, now we got a weapon. So if anybody decides to be dumb, they can come over here and get shot. Okay, so what I'm thinking is let's clear these away. Well, we do have, if things do get kind of dicey all of a sudden, I do have my jetpack to get out of Dodge fast if we have to. I would prefer not to do that, but you know, we got kind of gun shy with those spiders. I don't know what kind of wildlife's around here, but it could be one of them things. So anyway. Looks like we can go... Yeah, we could probably set it up. I mean, we're almost right under it. If I went over just a hair bit more... If I just went a little bit, like, over here, I might get on it better. But I don't know. We might be able to just sling it in there with a angle block, too. But if I can get something set up here like that... That might do the trick too. Get something like that right there. It's literally right over the top of it, so... And then set a block up right there, maybe? Uh-huh. Yeah, I almost need to inch it over just a hair. That's a little bit better. That would at least allow it to land on top, so that's what we want. Alright, now run that line over there. Uh-oh. I know what that means. What? Okay, so let's go over there and see what it was. What'd it shoot? What'd it shoot? What'd it shoot? Something was out here. What was it? Oh, I don't see where it shot. I mean, I'm grateful for the firepower, but whatever it was, it came running in and it took him out. Probably a wolf. That'd be my guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this all taken care of. Oh, snap, what was that? Oh, pfft, it's just a stupid flare gun. Good gravy. Alright guys, I'm looking to see... Oh, there's no other batteries. Is that the only battery? Oh. I thought this thing had more than one battery. Let's come up here and take a look and see. Is it only... Let's see if this is the one battery. There is only one battery. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if there's only one battery, then that makes it so much easier. But also it doesn't make it easier because one battery means that we're quite limited on our storage capacity for stuff. Alright, no worries. Well, then that means that we're going to be doing something with this. Okay, so that means... Ow. Really? That is so weird how it just wobbles like that. Kinda creepy, man. I like that we have a clearing. It's actually really smart. Alright, so... Now, I, for one, am big fans of setting up my base on a stilt system. Only because, especially when you have wildlife around, it's usually a good idea. It keeps the wildlife from bothering you too much. Because generally, except for drones, you're not really going to get opposition that's going to fly at you. And clearly, we do have some sort of animal life out here. So, yeah. Alright, let's see here. Now we're gonna need a spot to put the cargo pod too. But that's okay, because we can just, I think what we'll do is we'll run a walkway out and we'll set up the cargo pod on some girders or maybe, or some sort of framework out here. And then go from there. So, let's zoom over here to you. And we're gonna bring you over here. And we're gonna park you right here. Only because this is how I'm gonna get additional like hydrogen and stuff so I could fly. And because obviously, you know, we do have some stuff going on out here. So let's see here. What we might do. Now I want to have good coverage with my weapons. So we may, yeah, it depends. We'll have to see how things go. Usually I do a larger platform than this, and I may actually do that. So let's go ahead and we're gonna lighten this up a lot. But we're definitely doing this in this way. Alright, let's go and get that. Okay, so, and it'll probably be nightfall by the time we get this vehicle tore down. So, but I want to line it up so that we can get access. Really want to get that battery. I like to do, when I do these things, I like to set up a, well, you know what we might do? Okay, so I noticed that sometimes what happens with these guys when the spawns come in, they get caught up inside some of these things. And if it somehow manages to come up in there, I just grind down a thing and shoot it. That'll be fine. Alright, let's get this all up. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, so here is our battery. Now, I'm thinking if we Alright, so I'm thinking I'm gonna put this into a, let's set this thing up with a yeah, we want a merge block because we're gonna merge it into this. What in the hell? Oh, what's that? An unknown supply drop pod. Okay, cool. Well, that'll be something we're gonna definitely want to check out. Looks like we got two coming down. There's one right there. 6 clicks out, and that one's right out there. Well, we'll see what happens. They don't always work. Alright. Let's see, what am I full up on? Oh, large steel thingies. Okay. Do I got any? I do have enough. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up some crates out here. Very handy stuff. Getting dark out, so... Wow, that's not that far away. That's only 2 kilometers out. And wow, that's coming down hard. That's gonna probably blow up. Oh, nope, it's slowing down. So these guys might actually stick around for a while. We're gonna keep working on this, let them do their thing. Now that I know that there's actually wildlife out here, then it's probably best to go during the day and not during the night. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our materials dropped. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Now let's get this all taken care of here. Alright, so... Alright, let's see. Well, that one's not too... That's 3.26 kilometers out. That's not that far. And then that's 1.03. And it looks like there's one up there, too. Wow, we got 3 of them. That's good. That's a real bonus. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and grind this sucker off, get some of this material. We'll just keep welding this thing up here. That's what we're going to do. Get a bunch of forward progress, you know. I want to get that battery out of there, and I want to get that battery put into the grid. But we're going to need to get this stuff off anyway. Kind of need it. Going to need to find a source of magnesium, though, so that we can be able to take care of a few other things. Yeah, I don't know what kind of animal that was, or creature it was. Could have been a sabroid, could have been a bug, could have been a wolf, could have been all kinds of different things. Oh, so I don't know. But whatever it was obviously hostile, because the AI on the turrets only shoot at hostile things, unless it's geared to neutral. But I don't think it is. Now he's all interested in that over there. Huh. Yeah, they'll track their stuff. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. back. Thank you so much for being patient. So, here's the deal, guys. I want to get that battery. It's fully charged. We'll pull that off of there too, but we'll leave that on there. We just want to get this battery in place. So, let's go ahead and see about getting this. Okay, we need computer chips. Alright, no problem. Now, I wonder... Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. We need to put something on the side of this that has access to something. Maybe this will go... I'll take and use this. If we put this right here... It's got motors to it. Let's see here. This has got computer chips. That'll be good. Cool. We'll take that. Actually, we'll empty these out too, and we'll put these in our pocket, and we'll take those and put them in the crates. All right. Perfect. Now what we could do is we could actually extend that out and actually make that where the cargo pod is, actually. Yeah, we could do that, but I don't know that it's what I want to do, though, is have this extended out for that, but we could make this like the manufacturing area over here. So that is definitely something that's doable. You know, usually I use a different... Oh wow, missile frigate up there. Huh. Don't come after me, missile frigate. Okay, so we got 3 pods now. We got 2, 2.9, and 3.2. So we'll go after those in the morning. But right now, I'm just thinking about trying to get this thing set up. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I wonder if we can get this in place here. Dang. I was really hoping it would let me do it, but it's not going to because of the other merge block. Man, it's never that easy, is it, guys? Never in a million years. Okay, so plan B. We put the merge block here, and then we attach something here so that it lines up with the merge block. Damn. Okay. That happened. Alright. So let's get this thing off of here. And we're going to slap this right here. Actually, we could put it on the edge of the thing we actually have on there. We could actually put it on the edge of that. I mean, it's kind of weird, but we could do it. It would work. Although I'm not going to fully weld it so it's functional yet, because I haven't dropped it. Because they tend to get kind of grabby. So, I don't want it to be too grabby, so... Alright, let's go ahead and get that solid up. Alright, let's see here. Now we got a gyro up there, that could be really useful. Alright. And that runs into there. Those I want to set up on a framework up higher here. So I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah, alright. So let's get in here. Oops. Probably be a well-advised situation to put my block back in there that was in there. So we're going to change these outside edges. I want to do a certain type of block. I want to do one of these. This is what I like to put on there because then I can extend it out or whatever I like to do. So, no, not that one, this one right here. So we're going to change them out. And then what I think we'll do is we'll leave this one alone until the merge block happens, and then it'll lock it down on there. But I do want to get this one here done as much as possible. Uh-oh. Suit energy is low. Well, I don't think that's a problem. We can jump in bed and just relax. Charging up while we're laying on the bed. Okay. Because, you know, that's not, like, wide open or anything, where anything could just run up there. Even though if anything did, it would probably be covered by our vehicle out there, and it would probably mow it down. But there's a lot of blind spots in this situation, so that's why we're armed. Alright, let's get this material out of here. Oh yeah, probably should, oh. Looks like we got looks like more beasties. Alright, there they are. Don't know what that is, but they just shot it up. Hopefully it's not shooting like cows or something. That would be really, like, sad. Oh, whatever it is lurking out there, it's getting stuff done, I guess. Alright, so let's see here. I'm thinking I want to set up something where I got, let's see, go up. Well, you know what we need? If we have, oh, you know what? We're on a planet where we can do this. It just occurred to me, I got a power turbine up here. And we could actually pull it off because this is the kind of planet you'd use that for. I didn't even think about that, but we could do that. I'm pretty sure we got enough material for it. I'm going to clear everything out of this one, because this is where I'll put my other power. I was thinking about algae farms, but actually we could do a power turbine and that would actually work just fine. So let's go ahead and get up here and get some power up here. 1 and 2. Alright. Yeah, we should get Wow, look at that, guys. Wow, just look at that. There's one of the planets up there. Oh, yeah, there's both of the planets there. There's the one. I think that one right there might be... I don't know. I think that one probably is the one that we were just at last season, so I don't know. Alright, so we definitely want to have... I wonder if we want... Let's see. Probably do like... maybe a pillar here and here, maybe? I don't know. Maybe do a framework up here. We'll do up this high here, and then we'll run a frame. I'm just trying to think of how I want to build this structure. It's going to be kind of blockish, I know, but I'm just trying to think how I want to do this, because I want to get these, at least the upper floor in place, because I want to be able to be in a position where okay, so here's ground floor, then that is going to be the intermediate floor, and that's the upper floor. So the intermediate floor and the upper floor, and then up there will be the rest of it. We might have to go even higher, but that's okay. If we have to go higher, we'll go higher. But that's definitely going to be like the intermediate floor here, so I think we're going to go with, let's do this one here. Yeah, that works out nicely. And then rotate that in place. You guys are keeping a good watch on things, I see. And that's going to be where there's going to be another one, another post right here. However, I am not going to block the line of fire though, because that would be silly. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to get the curve on that.
Meteor storm inbound.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Suit Lady. Just what I wanted to hear. Good gravy. Well, at least I know they're not going to likely hit us, so that's a good sign, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the rest of the materials, get those deals set up. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to drop a bunch of material in here, because it's silly to be lumping around with all that stuff and we don't even use it. Okay, we want those two things. We're going to drop that. And then we've got girders in here. We definitely need that and those at there as well. Almost there. Alright. Almost got something going on here. So we need to get more girders. Where do we got girders in here? Well, we actually might have some. I don't think we have any inside the vehicle there, but we might have some in here. There we go. Just a little something to discourage anybody from being too loopy. Alright, we got some crisps. We have some crisps. Outstanding. So that means that we're not likely to go hungry. That's good. I'd like to avoid that. And we'll take the rest of that too. Okay, we got anything else left in here? Yeah, we do. Take those things. Take that. Doesn't have any more girders in it, but we'll take it anyway. I'm looking for stuff with girders in it. Nah. Oh, that has 6 in it. Okay, that had 6 girders in it. Nope, no girders in that. No girders in there. Now, usually it's things with glass. Oh, wait. I'll sit down here for a second. The other thing I want to do is I need to make a ramped up garage to put this in. That way I don't have to keep leaving it outside. That's going to be good. Alright, let's go ahead and have another crisp since we're sitting here in the truck. Alright, so there might be something up here. Right there. Yep. Alright. Thinking that should be enough to at least get one of these things up and running. Yay! Now we got power. Let's see, we got 2? Nope, not quite. Alright, no problem. No problem. Well, we're gonna have to actually get that stuff in place. Let's see here. I'm gonna drop that there. That there. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna shift this over here like that. That. And this we're actually gonna put like that too. I wasn't going to, but I changed my mind. Do, 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 do. Okay, let's see here. Actually, probably not a bad idea to mount like a GAT here and a GAT there, actually, instead of that. That might actually be a much smarter idea, and then that'll definitely set us up for some good coverage, and we can even set this up so that we have a conveying system that runs that way too. So I think this might actually be smart. 2 GAT turrets, one on opposite sides. So we're gonna need some. Let's see. Okay, so basically the only thing we're missing is, well, nothing actually. But I do gotta wonder. We've been doing some work up here. Do we have it? How much ammo do we have? Oof. Not a lot of ammo. Now let's see here. We go to this level here, and then we were going to do a level above there. So maybe we'll have one more there. And then the next one's going to be the conveyor with the weapon on top. Yeah. Okay, we need grids, we need computer chips. Let's see. I know we got more grids here. I don't think we need any of those. We got computer chips. I don't know if I had enough of those. And we're gonna need some. Oh no, we got pipes already. Okay. So we're good with that. No on large ships. Oh yeah. And no large ships, no stations. Because I don't want it shooting our own this thing if this thing goes sideways. Alright, so that clears us of this.
Fuel low.
Uh-oh. So I think we're going to take the turbine off that upper one, and we'll go up here and take it off, and we're going to put the other in its place. That way we've got good coverage to keep us protected in our operations. Okay. We need these pipes here. Okay, so now that we've got these weapon systems, we're going to grab a few extra GAT. I think I've got some extra GAT ammo in here. I do. Okay, cool. So let's take 4 of those. Throw those up here after we set the parameters correctly on this. Again, no large grid, and let's see, no stations and no large grid. And that way, it's not going to target this thing. And then now we got some seriously good coverage.
Fuel low.
Got 2 GATs right here to keep us safe. Absolutely outstanding. And then of course we got the vehicle GAT too, which of course would keep us safe as well, in additional coverage. And then we'll just continue to pull off of the hopper to get everything on there. Now we do need to go back and go after those other 2 things, but I think going after them in the nighttime is tantamount to suicide with the way the rough terrain is and the unknown, whatever the unknown animal is out there that we keep having to fight. So don't think it's something we want to be tangling with. So let's see here. Now I'm thinking to myself when I look at this that I'm definitely going to want to bring this down, but it makes me wonder if I shouldn't leave those things together with it when I bring it down. Alright, so let's go ahead and over like that. Okay, cool. You know what we're gonna do? Taking that off because we're taking this off. So I'm thinking we're gonna put a wall. That wall is gonna, when this comes down, it's gonna land right about here. And then we're gonna probably have a wall right here, I'm thinking, to set it up. And if we do this right, we can actually have the cargo pod to access to turn it to what we need it to do. So if we angle everything correctly, we should be okay. And the reactor we can actually set up in here, separate from that, so that if it goes sideways, then we know we have at least one source of power, and that would be good. So, and if we set it up to line up with that, we put it right here, up against here. So if we do it, actually, you know what? We're gonna do it right now. We need to get these. We're gonna get these things put together here first of all. Let's get all this stuff welded up. Gonna have some shooting soon. Okay, what was it? Alright, so now these are all in play. All set up here, so we're gonna go ahead and let's see. I wanna do something light. What do I got for, I got interior plates. Now we can always manufacture interior plates, but let's see here. Structure. Well, I don't see which way they're facing here. Oh, that was out that way. Yeah, they're out in the woods. They stay out of the. They seem to be out in the clearing some. So I don't know. I don't know. They got to be wolves, but I don't know. There's a number of creatures it could be. So I really am not sure what beastie we got lurking out there. But I'm gonna put that there. Put that there. I want to set these things up so that we're not exposed. I don't think there's anything out there that's going to hurt a reactor, but, you know, I'm not going to... I don't necessarily want to mess with that, you know, but... Alright, let's see here. There we are. And I actually like the Werfer reactor better. So I'm going to go with yellow. I just like the industrial side. You know, the industrialized nature of the yellow. I think it looks really cool when you do this. So we're going to transfer the reactor over. Nope. I want the small warfare. And see, that's the opening right there. So I'm thinking if I set it up like this. Oh, we need a steel plate for starters. See, if I put it back up against there, then I can get a conveyor line to run down from above, which is kind of what I want. Because I want this section of ceiling here to be where all the conveyoring's going to be, so... Originally I was just going to leave it there, but you know what? Nah. I'll put it on here, have it as a backup power source, even though I don't believe I'm going to need it. And I may end up using it for vehicles, but... Or even on the ship. Actually, this would be good to have on hand for the ship when you know what? Actually, I'm gonna drop my my stuff here because I just had this thought. If we take and turn it sideways, even though it doesn't, even though I really like to see the working parts, if we set it up like this, okay, so if I got it like, if I got it like this, then it can come in from above, and I can see the inner workings. But if I turn it like this, even though I can't see the inner workings, I can access this part. And that's kind of golden. Well, that's not a lot of uranium. Well, hopefully... Alright, so we're going to drop the uranium in there, and then we're going to turn it off. We don't want it on because we don't want to have...
Inventory full.
Oh, we got a consignment drone up there. It'd be nice if it came down too. So far we haven't had any crash ships yet, but you know, the day is young. Let's see. I like these upper lights because they illuminate the area around the location, which makes it a little easier to spot things creeping up on you. Okay. Apparently we've got a lot of stuff to drop in here. Alright, get that set in place. Set up. Yeah, this is coming along nicely, guys. Get that one in place. Let's get this one up in place here. Nice. Yeah, that's not gonna fly. All right. How we doing on ice? Probably should still have plenty, but it might be worth taking a peek. Okay. 244. Okay, we're still doing okay. I don't have my hydrogen tank, which is really annoying, but... Oh, wait. Do I have tools here that are elevated status? No, just the grinder. Alright. Ready, steady, let's do it. Better eat some crisps. Alright. So... Alright, now let's get this in place. Probably, let's see, we got that tower there. That tower there. We might have another tower over there. But I don't, oh no, you know what we'll do? We'll put another one of these, and then we'll set up a smaller tower. Alright, let's see here. Now let's see for this side here. I think we're gonna go with these. Only because this is the side with all the industrial. Uh-oh, looks like it's getting close to morning.
Fuel critical.
Uh-oh. Better take some of that. Alright, let's see. It would be very funny if that actually had something in it. It really, really would be funny. Like, seriously. For real, it would be funny. It'd be like the ice I needed. And then it was morning. Okay, so let's go up here. Get this all set up. Alright. First floor is almost complete. Got this front end here to take care of. And then we'll be good to go. This upper floor up here is going to be the living area, so that is going to have to be plumbed a little differently. So, but anyway, yeah. So what I'm thinking is let's get this. I want to first of all, I want to change the color scheme. I want to do a forest green, and I want it to be clean armor, and that's going to be for the H2O2 gen. And I'm going to do the lab version because it's so much cooler. And I'm trying to think of where I want to put it. Well, I could actually put it right next to I could actually put it right there, I guess. Yeah, that would work. But I'm actually leaning more towards putting it right along this here. Kind of like right... Nah, I don't want to put it right up on the reactor. That would suck. Huh. Well, wherever I put it, it's going to need to be where I can get... Oh, actually, that's a perfect spot for it. Right there. Actually, no, not right there. Right there. Or actually, right here? No, right here. Yeah, because if I do it right here, I can run a vent fan right there. And that could suck air in. Yep. That's perfect. Oh, yeah? Ah, man, these guys are so quick on the gun. I never got a chance to see what it was. Well, nothing fell, so it obviously didn't have any ice in it. But I figure we'll put this here, and then on top of it is where we'll put the fuel tanks that we'll need, and then we can build this up and put the dish right on top of it. Nice bright day. Oh yeah? Not you. Who the hell was shooting? Alright then. Alright, let's go ahead and dump all this in here. Alright, so what are we shooting at out here in the woods, guys? Because, yeah, you guys, all this idle movement, I can't even see what they're tracking. Ah, that's so crazy. Alright. We need to get some more crisps going on, so let's get in here and get some food. We need to transfer this food production over, too. Ah, we got one more packet of crisps. Good. Alright. So we need to get it up here, what we're gonna do. And I think we're gonna, let's see, so this is gonna be up here as the walk around. This is going to be the walking area up here, and this is going to be where the living area is. So, above that is where we're going to be putting all of the other stuff. So let's go ahead and get a good armor block here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an angle block and run that across there. And then we'll put the other stuff above there. And we can actually run... Alright, so you shot something over here. Let's go get some hydrogen and go investigate. I'm pretty sure it's got to be a wolf. But let's go take a look. Over here, there's something that got shot. What got shot? I'm watching. Dang. I just don't see what in the world. I really don't know what the hell you're shooting at, guys. It's like a freaking mystery to me, guys. Alright, let's see here. We've got to get this stuff over here. Actually... yeah, let's get some steel plate. Alright, so let's get this thing up and going here. Okay, so let's see here. We want to do... now we're going to go here. Oh wait, no, we're going to do an angle block. That's right. Okay, so let's do a sloped block, actually. And then out here.
Fuel low.
Yep, I know. Alright, we're gonna angle this one, let's see, like that. Alright, so those are all in place. Now let's see here. We've got that in place, so we put them right here. Let's see. These are going to be right in this here. And we go 1, 2. Oh no, not like that.
Fuel critical.
Yep, I figured. Alright, since it's daytime, we need to offload everything out of this, because I think it's time for us to go and check out one of these supply pods, but I think we're going to do pretty good. I think next episode we'll do that. This episode we're going to get this food stuff transferred over to the main base, and then we're going to call it an episode, guys. So let's go ahead and be arranging all this stuff in place here. So I'm going to go with, well, we could go with conveyor, but I don't know. Okay, first order of business, let's see if they got any food in here. They do, and we'll take that, and then we're going to grind this down. So I discovered something interesting. Thank you so much. Shout out to Pandemic Playground. You did a great job of making me realize that we actually can use the survival kit to make this stuff. You don't have to make a food processor because the survival kit will handle it. I did not know this. So I was like, wow, blew my mind, guys, blew my mind. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these off because we need to go up one more block because we have to be able to have a spot to put the, we're going to be on this floor. So let's go ahead and get this in place. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3 because we're going to do, we want to do the, we got to do our little food deal right here, you see? And I'm actually going to turn it this way so that we can have it right there like that. And there's a reason why I'm putting it right here, guys. It's so that I can drop down a conveyor line straight to the H2O2 gen directly below, and it'll be golden, you see?
Meteor storm inbound.
Alright, so do I got a steel plate? I do have some steel plates. Okay. So just as a temporary measure, as I don't want to burn through all my stuff. Wow, look at those, they're coming down. If we didn't have the GATs, we'd probably be toast. At least that'd be my guess. Alright. Okay, got these in place. I want to get these up here, that way when we're doing other stuff they can be getting their algae together. And we'll also have a little bit of a grow area too, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Alright, and then we're going to set up our things and then we'll be good to go. Do 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's one. But yeah, that's so cool. That means I don't have to worry about trying to get one of those things. Let's see here. Alright, so we're up and running on that. I want to take you. Oh good, I think we might actually have enough for another set of crisps. It takes 4 of these to make a crisp, so let's zip on up here and see what we got. Okay, yep. We have enough for crisps. That's outstanding. And we actually have a few here, so we're gonna go ahead and eat one right now. Alright, well that is gonna... Well, eventually one of these days we'll see one of these errant animals out here. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and that's gonna be a wrap, guys. We'll see you next episode. A whole lot more to come. We still have a bunch of supply drops to go snatch up. We have our wreckage over there to snatch up. A whole lot more grinding down on this particular hopper, getting this base built up, getting the materials we need to be able to get the things, and then to create a landing platform for launch. I'm also going to set up a drill rig, a couple of them. We'll run some pipe out to them, and then that'll bring in some more materials for the ship, because of course obviously with the survival kit we're able to build the basic things that use nickel, the basic things that use iron, basic things that use silicone, you know, things like motors and plates and girders and things like that. And those are things that will definitely probably be building from time to time just because, but we still have to get out there and salvage those other items, those things like the pipes and the grids. We can't get those because of the conditions of the particular playthrough that we're doing. So salvage is still a huge part of it. We have our mystery animal out there, which I'm hoping to find out. I think it's got to be a wolf, but it could be a spider. Hard to say what it could be out there, but if we can find some animal life, then that's going to be fresh meat. Throw it on the food processor and maybe make something good like spaghetti. So anyway, a lot more to come. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys, and I'll see you again next time.